Brought to you by Ayoko, Africa's leading integrated technology services company. Welcome back. Well, AI innovators, marketplace leaders, and decision makers gathered in Portugal for the OLX Claim AI conference. Now, Naspers acquired a majority stake in OLX in 2010, and the group is looking at new ways of investing in AI for its e-commerce platforms. Big Tech, in the meantime, plans to spend $650 billion on AI this year, and that's just for Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon. Business Day's Mudiwa Gavaza joins us for a closer assessment of Naspers' AI investment plans. Mudiwa, hello, and thank you so much for joining us all the way from Portugal. I think this conversation is quite timely following chipmaker NVIDIA's results. And in the commentary, CEO Jensen Huang said, agentic AI has reached an inflection point. I think this is a good place to start. Are we there, or is it still early days?
I think it's safe to say that we're still early days. One of the biggest benefits about coming to a place like this is that you get to engage, with people that are at the forefront of trying to find ways to actually make use of this technology. For example, we're talking about OLX, which is owned by Naspers. One of the big things that Naspers has done is that internally, across their different portfolio companies and themselves, they've got roughly 30 or so thousand employees around the world, and each one of those employees has been encouraged to build their own agents. And you see Naspers' CEO Fabrizio Bloisi talking about the thousands of agents that they have in deployment, and a lot of those are coming from employees just making use of the technologies, plus the various agents that they are building for themselves and for the industry. So yes, I think in 2026, AI agents, agentic AI, is in a much better place than what we were promised in 2025.
Yes.
But I think for now, definitely still early days.
All right, let's zoom in further on Naspers' AI investment plans. Not to compare it with, the hyperscalers, but Naspers has been quite clear about its AI and how central it is to its strategy moving forward. Does capital allocation reflect that?
For now, what Naspers has communicated is that they're not getting into this heavy infrastructure investment game, like what we're seeing from the other big technology investors, around the world. There was a number floated around OpenAI, $500 billion, when it comes to their various infrastructure projects and the likes of Microsoft, throwing money into companies like your OpenAIs and their own cloud infrastructure. Same with Amazon, with AWS and, the various things there. Probably the best placed is Google, because Google has basically been stockpiling their own chips and building out their own infrastructure for decades now, which is why I think you see the Gemini platform gaining as much traction as it has been. But from a Naspers point of view, they've decided that they're going to be leading when it comes to how AI is used across their various industries. Here in Portugal, we are focused around OLX, but more broadly, it's classifieds, which is one of the big areas of business that Naspers is invested in. When we talk about classifieds in the South African context, Naspers owns OLX, which a lot of people would remember from back in the day. But the two big brands that they still carry in South Africa is Property 24 and Auto Trader.
Yeah.
And in those various platforms, we're now starting to see them saying, okay, fine, we are coming up with tools that people can use either as a consumer, you as a person who gets onto the platform, you're looking for something, or as a seller, you're a person who wants to sell a car, you want to sell maybe a house. The other vertical that they have is jobs, and they're coming up with various options. So, for example, one of the big ones that they've been talking about is that often when you're selling an item on one of these classified platforms, you take a picture of the item, then you start describing it, filling out forms, all of that. Now you can just take a picture and the AI is able to determine what that product is
Yeah.
and fill out, certain forms for you. You can now take pictures of cars. They were showing off taking pictures around a car. It's able to produce a professional video for you. Same when it comes to highlighting properties. So that's the lane that they've decided that they're going to invest on talent.
Yes.
They're going to be investing in building out platforms and finding ways to make their structure more efficient.
All right, just quickly then, with those use cases that you've highlighted, does this then change the competitive landscape when looking at marketplaces and classifieds?
A little bit, because one of the best analogies that I think we can use here is that businesses, think of CEOs of whatever business you can think of, they've all been thrown into deep water and they've been told by their shareholders, you need to swim. They're all trading water, trying to figure out this AI thing, right? Instead of just trading water, Naspers and Process have decided, okay, we are holding on to like a small piece of wood. We're gonna start building a raft where we are right now, and then we're going to see if we can get other people to use our raft to get to where they need to go.
Okay.
Because no one fully understands what this AI thing is going to be, and that's where we find ourselves competitively. Everyone is emphasizing that despite the fact that there's still so many unknowns, the big thing is about speed of execution.
Yes,
You must be
yes.
trying something, you must be deploying the different tools, the different use cases. It's almost a throw as much, at the problem as possible, and one of these things will stick.
And you know what? It'll be interesting to see, the winners and the losers once this somewhat dies down in terms of spending, of course. All right, we'll have to leave it there, Mudiwa. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your insights with us today. That was Business Days, Mudiwa Gavaza. Brought to you by Ayoko, Africa's leading integrated technology services company.